Well, hello, and hello, my brothers and sisters. This is Brother West. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. And I have a message that I want to speak to someone, a word of wisdom, words of knowledge. To some, it might be prophecy. And I want to say this and just living and having a relationship with God down through the years. The thing that I discovered, the thing that I realized is that God speaks to not the theatrical situations, but oftentimes God really speaks more clear through the most simple things. The most simplicity, the most simple things is what's so powerful, and that's what I've noticed. God speaks through the simplest thing. It could be a word, it could be a thought, it could be a situation where He speaks and He teaches. Oftentimes the troubles and things that we go through, oftentimes it becomes a teaching moment. When you find yourself in some trouble, and that trouble becomes a teaching moment, and when you're in a trouble and you're in a situation, you just look at the situation and say, now what is it about this situation that's trying to teach me? What is it trying to teach me? In this moment, what do I need to know? What kind of information that I need to learn that I can apply down the road of peace? And I'll say this, in 1 Kings 19, 12 and 13, there was a situation where Elijah was doing the will of God, and so, but he had got to a point where he was afraid. He was afraid of Jezebel. He was afraid of running for his life, and he thought he was by himself. And he went to this cave, which is placed this mountain called Horeb, and he sat there and hid in this cave. And then when God, there was an earthquake, there was a mighty wind, there was an earthquake, and there was a fire that came. But God was not into none of those. But then, with a still small voice, God spoke to Elijah, while you're here. And what I discovered and what I've learned is that, and this is something so simple that jumped in my spirit, that I heard someone say, it is concerning temperance. It's turning your reaction, and it's not that when something happens to you, but how you react to it. Because stuff will happen all the time, but it's in that reaction, how you're going to react to it, that determines the victory, that determines the wisdom, that determines the understanding. Is when something comes at you, don't react to it, but process what's going on. Process the situation. Wasn't it? What was happening? You also, when you get older, you look at the consequences, and when you have so much to lose, you have so many things and so many people depend on you, certain things you will not do because the stakes are high. You can't do certain things, and so oftentimes you overlook, or you remain silent. You remain silent in that situation. You don't react, but you process it and allow it to run its course. And so this is what I'm saying to you, is that it's not the action, but it's your reaction. It's not the action, but it's the reaction. Even the scripture says, not what goes in the man that defiles him, but what comes out. What comes out of your mouth. Because once it comes out of your mouth, it becomes manifest. And so be encouraged and just know that it's not the action, but it's your reaction. This makes sense.